Today is the day. I will finally have an answer to the question that has plagued me for my entire life. What are you?
What are you? What are you?
A few weeks ago, MyHeritage DNA sent me a DNA kit. Rewind to that day. Guess what just came in the mail? MyHeritageDNA.com DNA kit. Yes, I am going to find out what my actual racial makeup is, and I'm so excited. So it goes like this, and you open each side. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous. Then you open the box and it has instructions. So I'm just going to take the vials out, get everything ready. The inside of one of my cheeks for 30 to 60 seconds. Awkward. Okay, kind of gross, but easy enough. Other side. I kind of have to Insta story this moment. They make it so easy. This could literally take 5 minutes. You just put it in the return envelope, put the 2 vials inside the postage, seal this off. I'm sure you guys know how to send postage. I will write my return address on here, and then I'm gonna drop this off. Voila, it's that easy. It was super easy. Took the swabs, mailed them off. Woke up today, a few weeks later, to a new notification in my email that let me know that my results were ready. And I made the mistake of telling my father, who then told the rest of my family, so they have all been coaxing me to hurry up and open it and figure out what we are. So I wanted to start this off by kind of guessing what my results were gonna be. As you guys know, I am biracial. My mom is white, my father is black. And even though I don't really know my mother's side of the family, I don't know her mother, I don't know her father, I don't know anybody on that side of my family. I've seen pictures and they seem to be just full Italian. That's what my mother claims, and that's what I'm gonna go with for that side of the family since I don't have much else to go off. The tricky part is my father's side, because even though my father is African American, has been perceived that way his whole life, the fact of the matter is my father and his sisters are pretty light, as is my grandmother and my grandfather from that side. Even though they've always just claimed black, I've always had a little inkling that there was something else mixed in there. And I'm sure they've gotten this their whole life, and for the most part they've just claimed that they had some Indian mixed in them. I tend to think though that a lot of black Americans say that they have Indian in them when they actually have white in them. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that the white that is in them probably came about in a dark way. Because like I said, both of my grandparents are obviously black, but to me it seems that they're obviously mixed with something, especially since my grandmother's mother was light, bright, and damn near white, as they used to like to call her. She wasn't born into slavery, but she was conceived during slavery. And the fact that she came out so late when all of her siblings are a lot darker just makes me think that she's biracial, and it's something that we haven't really ever discussed in our family because it probably came about in a really dark and non-consensual way. And the same goes with my grandfather's side. They also have claimed that they are Native American or Indian, but the fact of the matter is, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell from the pictures that I am going to post, but my grandfather had a lot of freckles, his sister has a face full of freckles, my aunts have freckles, and they all have a reddish undertone to their hair. So my guess is, on that side, there's some type of Irish or English mixture. So even though my father calls himself black, and being raised that way, I consider myself biracial. Having one white parent and one black parent, culturally being raised by my black father and his black mother, I consider myself both black and white. Mathematically though, and logically, I'm probably more white than I am black because my mom, from what I know of her family, seems to be full white. Even though my father's side is perceived as black Americans, it's my guess that there's a lot of white in them too. So I guess we're about to find out. I can't believe I'm finally gonna have an answer to this question. Crazy, just crazy. I get an email, it says, we have finished processing your DNA. I'm going to click view the results. So nervous, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading. My heart is like actually like beating. View full estimate. It's kind of what I assumed. 74.2% European, 47% of that being Italian, and guessing that's my mom, that makes perfect sense. And 26.7% of that being British and Irish, and I'm guessing, like I guessed before, from my grandfather's freckles and their reddish hair tones, that that's the white that's in my black side. I'm 25.8% African. 23.3% of that is West Africa. Makes sense. Slavery, blah, blah, blah. 13.8% of that is Nigerian. 4% is Sierra Leone. 0.3% East Africans, which is Somali. And then 1.2% is Central Africa. Phew. I was so scared that I wasn't gonna be black. That would have devastated me. Just because so much of my identity has been just hearing stories of my family's past and always feeling compelled to fight for the oppressed. It would have been an interesting plot twist though if I wasn't, because that would have shown that this is just human nature. But that's another discussion for another day. This was exciting. I'm going to call my dad and tell him that I've been right all along. My family is gonna be so disappointed though that there's no Native American in us. I feel so bad. I'm not really surprised by my results, but that kind of brings me solace because it's just great to have proof. It's great to finally have these open discussions with my family. I'm sure after this, they're all going to want to take one themselves. It's so easy, why wouldn't they? I get asked this all the time, so I finally can have a concrete answer. You guys have been wondering my racial makeup for the longest, so now you guys have an answer. And then this also helps my family, particularly my father's side, who's kind of lost a lot of bit of their history, help trace some of it back, and we can keep these discussions going. It's just so awesome to actually know, especially when so much of your history has been erased. Highly encourage all of you out there to take this test. It's so easy. 1, 2, mail out, get an email back, you know your results. So easy. So I'm going to link it all below. I'm going to go ahead and call my father and rub my self-righteousness in his face.
I swear every time I'm about to call you, you call.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting for you to tell me what your makeup is.
Okay.
Genetic makeup.
You ready for it?
Yeah.
20.
No Indian?
No Indian at all. None.
No shit.
Zero, zilch. It makes sense mathematically if you think about it. You're probably biracial.
So Angie gets you 50%, and then I gotta give you 25%.
Yeah, and then the other 25% is probably also you, but your whiteness.
I got white in it.
Yes, Daddy! Do you not understand it?
Yeah, I thought I was all black.
Well,
So then that means that my father's mother wasn't Indian, like they say.
no, I'm guessing the British and Irish must be from you guys.
Well, you know what? I think I'll do mine, and then we'll really know.
Yeah, let's do yours, and we'll really break it down from there.
All right, baby. I love you.
Love you too, Daddy. Talk to you later.